Good afternoon, everyone. Here we are again for another roll. It's 4 p.m. This is reveal number 333. This is a 1955S machine wrap roll. Let me get my camera and everything all started up here. Jump the gun just a little bit, getting ready. There we go. Okay, here's our roll right here. It's an older machine wrap roll. I've opened a few of these already at one point in time. They did have RPMs, so although this isn't an original 1955 roll, it isn't searched either. So, and get it open. Sometimes I need my little tool, and sometimes my thumb is enough. And here's the wrapper over the coins. This is a wrapper type that is from about 1980 up until about 1995 or so is when they kind of replaced them with other wrapper types. Cointain type wrappers. Alright, here is the roll, and here we go. We got what? Who we got? Marshall. We've got Bo Palmer. I'm gonna turn Bo Palmer into a regular family member here because Bo recently registered with us. And given that he recently registered with us, now he is an official family member. There's Stephen, Mac, Thomas, Yeoman, Malcolm, James. The whole world is here. But is Tim Morrell here? Not yet. Okay, so 1955S, mainly what we're looking for is repunch mint marks. There is one known double die obverse that happens to be, here we go. There's a double die obverse that happens to be a tripled eyelid. It's DDO number 1, of course. It's the only one that we know about. And this one here happens to be an RPM just to get us started. This is RPM number 5. So that mound down below the mint mark is the bottom of another mint mark. So we have an RPM 5, coin number 1 to get us started. That is something sitting on the coin. That's not a shadow out there in the eye. RPM number 5 is not a double die reverse. Here's what the reverse of this coin looks like. So we've got RPM 5 to start. We're going to stick that in slot number 1. And move on to coin number 2. Coin number 2 is going to go to Eric. Eric Beyer gets this one. And this one is... it's apparently not an RPM. Oh, could be. Looks like it might be a doubled eyelid. I think it is. I think it's a doubled eyelid, and I think it makes it a different doubled eyelid from the one we have listed. So there we go. Eric gets a doubled eyelid, and we have die scratches in and around the S mint mark. We've got one running almost all the way through the date, from the vest across to the 9, then another one picks up from the 9 to the 5. So we've got decent markers going on here with this one, so it's going to be easy to pick out additional examples of this particular die. Let's take a look and see what we have on the reverse. Probably nothing. Interesting die gouges there. There's a die chip on the wheat, the left wheat. It's a die crack in the lower right wheat. Goes, well, just about halfway through it. Alright. So that we have... it's a die scratch running southeast in the eye, but it runs right adjacent to this mark that I believe could be a doubled eyelid. So we're going to hang on to this as a possible doubled eyelid. That'll be die 2 for the roll. I do have a list up for the auction this afternoon. The problem is that it's not complete, but you can go look at what I have in there so far. It's at coppercoins.com/auction. Pretty easy to remember. coppercoins.com/auction. It'll give you a list of the items that we have up. There's an RPM number 10. I believe that's an RPM. Yes, it's an RPM number 10. Got that heavy die scratch in the eastern part of the mint mark. And this one is, oh, I'm sorry. Let's see who it goes to. Marshall. Didn't he pick up coin number 1? No, he didn't. Okay, that was the last roll. Okay, so Marshall gets an RPM 10. This is a difficult RPM to pick up. Don't see them very often. Definitely a nice one, though. Just easy to pick out, that's for sure. So far, we've got 3 for 3. 3 coins out of the roll. Our RPMs are double dice so far. And coin number 4, Mac. Let's see what Mac gets. And this one is also, I believe, an RPM. Maybe. Well, I see a little split on the lower serif, but I thought I was seeing something to the east of the mint mark. I'm not sure what that is, but we're definitely going to hold it out. You can see the shadowing. There we go. I have no idea exactly what that is, but we are going to hold it out. It's got concentric die scratches all throughout the obverse. And what else do I see? Okay, this is very strange. This would be die scratches on the hub because it would come out raised on the die, which would in turn make it sunken in on the coin. So these are actually hub scratches, not die scratches, because if they were die scratches, they'd be raised, and these are not raised. But they do go underneath the head, which means that they occurred prior to the making of the coin. So that's a different, interesting thing going on there with Mac's coin. We'll have to take a look at that, figure out what it is. Here's one for Yeoman. And Yeoman picks up Yeoman picks up the sad distinction of having the first normal coin of the roll, unless it's doubling next to the 1. I've never seen that. That's strange. That thing next to the 1 looks like it could be a doubled 1. Let's check up around the eye. Oh, we have a doubled eyelid here. That looks like could be DDO number 1. Could be. Well, we'll have to hold this one out too. Looks like we've got some die scratches south of the mint mark on this one, and possible doubling on the 1. Looks like doubling on the 1 and on the eye. Nothing on the ear that I can see. Okay. Well, let's just keep dredging through. That's a Yeoman coin. We're going to have die number 5 now. We got 5 coins, 5 different dies. Seems like a hullapalooza of all the different varieties you can find on 1955S Lincoln cents. Let's just keep going and see if we can continue this streak. Make it a really good streak. This one's for Mike. And this one is same as, I believe it's the same as which one is this? I believe we've already seen this die. This one would be the same. Yeah, it's the same die as number 3, I believe. Let me get number 3 out and take a look. No, it's not that one. Same as number 4. Yeah, same as number 4. So it's got the incuse scratches above Liberty. They're actually on the hub and not the die. These are die scratches. They're raised on the coin. But these are sunken in on the coin, which means they were on part of the instrument prior to the die. Because you can't put raised scratches on a die. It doesn't work that way. Okay, so we're going to put this with coin number 4 because it matches that die. And move on to coin number 7. This one's for Yo-Man. Yo-Man and coin number 7 go hand in hand. Here we are. And not a doubled eye, not an RPM. I'll take a quick peek at the reverse on this one just to see. Is Coin Junkie here? Hey, Coin Junkie. Yeah, we don't have a double die reverse, so that means coin number 7 will be the first normal coin in this roll. How about that? Coin number 8 goes to Farm Dog. This is coin number 8 for Farm Dog. And this one appears normal as well. I flip it over because we're still in the first 10 coins. After the first 10 coins, I'll stop flipping them over. When we have known varieties, I don't need to look at the reverse if that known variety is not paired with a double die reverse. Here's number 9. Number 9 goes to Eric. And Eric will get... Well, there's some chance it could be an RPM, but I'm not really seeing it. I'm seeing like what looks like extra thickness on the upper part of the S, but I'm not seeing any doubling at all. So we're going to skip this one. Sorry about the spottiness on that one. Hello, Rogzilla. If you have any questions, ask away. This is Sir Egg's coin. It's number 10 in the roll. 10th coin in the roll for Sir Egg. And it looks like we have a different die here again, but I think this one is normal. I don't see any doubling on this one at all. Now coin number 11 goes to Crispy Mofo. Crispy will get this coin, which does not appear to be any of the things we're checking for in this roll. So that's Crispy's coin. On to number 12. Number 12 now goes to Adam. Adam Chambers. And this is Adam Chambers' coin. Heavy gouge down below the mint mark, but I don't see anything on this coin indicating that it's a die variety. So we're done looking at the reverses. Reverses on 1955S are just a non-happening thing. Rugzilla, if you happen to have any questions, go ahead and ask. We are open to questions. There's a number of people in here who know what's going on. How do you get in on these? You get in on these by attending the auctions that are on most Tuesday evenings starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. The first Tuesday of each month, we do not hold an auction because I am a member of the Veterans of Foreign Wars and I go to my Veterans of Foreign Wars meeting. Which means I believe... Is it this coming? Let me check here. No, this coming Tuesday, the 28th, we will have an auction. But See, and I will be selling reveals at that. So reveals are what you're looking for. You're looking to get into a spot on the reveals. They're a shotgun start. Buy it now for a specific price per coin. I think these were $3 a coin. $2 or $3 a coin. I can't remember. I think $3. And that price includes all the supplies, the examination, everything else. And if you happen to have a die variety, if you happen to get one that's a die variety, you'll get your coin with a flip insert that's marked with the die variety number. And if you happen to get one of the coins that's really pretty and a die variety, and we take photographs of it for the website, well, that's called a plate coin. That's a coin that we have used in publishing coppercoins.com. And that one goes in a special flip insert with my personal signature on it, guaranteeing you that the coin that you have is the one that was used for photography on the website. What's important about that? Well, not a whole lot, except that if you turn it into Annex with that and you request it, they will put your coin in an Annex holder with the annotation that it is a plate coin on Copper Coins. Carl, I do have a list available for tonight, only it has just a few items, the items that I've been able to get together this afternoon so far. It's not a whole lot. I think it's like 10 or 12 items, but there's going to be a full 25-30 coin auction this evening. And on top of that, we will be selling a proof reveal, proof singles reveal, $2 a coin. And what that is, it's a box reveal. So we get a box of proof coins out. We get poker chips out, put the poker chips in a bag. We draw your name on a poker chip, and you get the next coin in the box. And it'll be $2 a coin, and it will include 1953 and 1954 proof Lincoln cents, as well as 56, 57, 58 on up. And I may even be able to include some relatively recent ones, like 2019, 2020, 2021. Just depends on how many of those I have in the box. The other box reveal that we'll be doing is what I call a double your value reveal. And those will cost $2 a coin. However, every coin that I pull from the box will have a retail value of at least $4 per coin. At least $4 per coin value. There's another RPM right there. You see it on the inside of the curve, inside of the upper curve of the 9, of the S. Let's see, that's a RPM 9, I believe. RPM number 9, I think it is, because there is a die gouge above the L. I do believe this is RPM 9. And the list that I have ready so far for tonight is, it's rather minor in scope. There's not a whole lot there yet. Let's get through these two reveals, and I will finish that list out. Have a lot going on today. A lot of things I'm trying to get done. I mailed out everybody's package today. Anyone who I owed anything to, any coins or rolls or anything at all other than reveals, you will receive them in the mail within the next 3 to 5 days. So I have mailed everything out that has been purchased. The other announcement that I have is for Tuesday. This coming Tuesday, the auction will be, well, it's going to be a heck of an auction, because we're going to have BU wheat rolls. We're going to have some really nice die varieties, some BU wheats. It's going to be a higher value sale where we're going to have a lot of higher value coins, some semi-key coins, some key date coins. Yeah, number 9 RPM. Thank you. Great. How long did it take me to learn all this? Well, I'll tell you what, Krusty. I'm 53 right now. I started this when I was 5. So I've been doing it for a little while. Just a minute or two. Here's another one of those doubled eyelids right there. That's the first die from the roll, I do believe. Another one of those doubled eyelids. It's got all those die scratches all around the mint mark and stuff. Now, coin number 23. Got Malcolm. Malcolm comes up for coin number 23, and coin number 23 is this one. Not seeing anything of particular interest on this particular coin. Oh, yes, sir, I do know my coins. It's one of very few things I really have studied. There's a lot of things in life that I know a little bit about, but coins is something I know quite a bit about. Okay, this is another one of those ones with that mark going upward. It looks now like it's a die gouge or a die scratch of some sort and not an RPM. So I'll pull it out anyway and add it to the list. And we'll just take a look at it later to see what it is for sure. It's an earlier die state coin, so it's really nice, really sharp. But I don't think that one's going to end up being an RPM. Here's one for Carl. And this coin for Carl is apparently not going to be an RPM. All right. That's 25 down. 25 to go. Here's coin number 26, Stonecutter. Stonecutter and coin number 26. And it looks like I got nothing going on here. Let's check number 27. Adam Chambers. And it looks like we've got nothing on that mint mark. A little hit on the nose. Yeah, for those of you who recently joined, sometimes you'll see my finger come up over the lighting. And what that does is it basically changes the qualities of the shadow that are being cast on the coin, so I can see minor different things and tell exactly what I'm looking at. Sometimes it's sort of like putting a shade in front of the light, so it moves things around and I can see better what I'm doing. It's just something that I've learned over the many years I've been playing with microscopes. There are some really nice ones here, Krusty. David, number one advice to new collectors such as yourself for new collectors? My best advice: stick with someone who knows what they're doing and learn. Learn as much as you can, and don't spend money until you have a good idea of what you're doing. A lot of people getting scammed on things like fake coins these days. Man, there's a lot of fake coins out there. Fakes, alterations, coins that have been cleaned and otherwise altered to make them look better than they are. This one's going to be a doubled eyelid right there. And a little doubled eyelid inside there. That one's for Mike Birchman. 31. Coin number 31 goes to Deanne. Basically, anytime you're going to spend Here's a RPM 5. That was die number 1 for the roll. That was die number 1, RPM number 5. So that's going to go to Deanne. Sorry, Eric, the stack of varieties is going to be a little jumbled. But I got them out anyway. This one appears to be an RPM, maybe. I was looking on the northeast. I don't think so now. I look at it carefully. Is this one of the ones I was holding out anyway? Just in case? Yeah. Okay, yeah, this is. This is, I don't remember exactly what I was calling it, but I do remember these die scratches. So I'm going to hold this one out too. It's a possible die variety. Move on to coin number 33. Go Wi-Fi. There's another RPM 5, and this one has a grease-filled die. You can see the second 5 is a little weak. That's because there was something taking up the die. You can see that darker area there going all the way down to the 5. That grease was a rather long stretch of something plugging up the die. But that is another RPM 5. Now those will be hub scratches, Mac. Hub scratches are going to turn out to be negative on a coin. You think about it. You've got a positive design on a hub. Then you turn that to a negative design on a die, which turns it back to a positive design on a coin. So the hub has the same things in the same direction as the coin. So the head sticks up, the lettering sticks up, the field is lower. You put a scratch on a hub, it's going to dig into the hub, which is going to make it raised on the die, which is going to make it dig in on the coin. So if it's sunken down in the coin, then it had to have been raised on the die, which inversely makes it sunken in on the hub. So the hub is where the issue happened. Which means that there are probably a number of other dies with the same issue, because any die that hub would have created would have the same lines. David, you're welcome to ask questions anytime, brother. Anytime. This is a family event here. We're trying to bring in new family members. This is the penny cult. That's what it is. It's the penny cult. That's right. And you can ask any questions you want here. Get yourself a good way of taking notes. I would suggest, now here's another thing that I suggest for all beginners, especially ones who are going to do more of microscopic research on coins, not just date and mint mark collecting, but you're also looking for double dies and repunch mint marks and stuff like that. You need to make sure that you take good notes on the coins you ask about, and hold those out and make a collection of the coins that you've asked about with a note as to what someone said it was. Because if you have that, this is going to be another doubled eyelid here. It's got that die scratch below the S. There you go. Because if you... Oh, what was that? Hang on. Oh, it's just a fleck of something on the coin. Because if you are able to keep good notes on the stuff you learn as you learn it, you'll be able to look back on it later while you're doing further research on other coins. Oh, hey, look, I got one just like that. What did he say about that? Yes, we're the family, I call it. My family of collectors. All my brothers and sisters. all the people I want to take care of out here and make sure that they get what they're after. They get what they're after at the right price, and they don't get robbed in the process. There's a number of other people out there in the world who will rob you for every penny they can possibly get out of you, and they don't realize that it is you, all of you, who provide my income. You pay my bills. I have to respect that with the highest amount of respect. This is a die clash right here. This die clash shows what is exactly opposite this part of the coin on the other side, and that would be the stem, the wheat stem. Hey, Rockzilla, how do you join this cult? Well, here's how you do it. Take down this email address, coppercoinspayments@gmail.com. 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 Send us an email. Send us your YouTube screen name, your actual name as given, and your PayPal email address. We copy all that information down and put it on our secret little list so that we know how to contact you when you bid on and win items in the auction. After you're registered, you'll be registered forever. You sent the email already, Rockzilla? Okay, well then that means you are registered. Let me go find you real quick and see that we've got everything in order. I don't usually do this, but hey, sometimes your family asks you questions right then and there, and you have to be ready to jump for them. Let's see. Check here. Yes, sir, I do have your information, Rockzilla. You are registered to bid at this point. You are registered. Let me throw you a moderator status here. Put your name in blue like everybody else. Well, hello, Mike. How you doing, buddy? From now on, when you go into a reveal, Mike, you're not going to be Hawkeye PA anymore. You will be Leap. L-E-A-P. That's what I got you in here as. I know that you're in a couple of the reveals later on in the week here. I am still looking, folks. I'm still looking, trying to find you guys good stuff here. The good stuff is elusive sometimes. Working on it, though. Here's Go Wi-Fi. And Go Wi-Fi gets... appears to be a normal coin. Hello, Arizona Coins. How are you doing today? Robert, tempted to do Ken-like videos in the middle of the night. I love his style. Ken? Like, you mean like Ken Peavy? Ken? Is that what you're talking about? Ken Peavy pen? Ken? There's Marshall. What about Jump? Jump. J-U-M-P. Jump. I'm unsure what you're talking about, Marshall. There's another one of the second doubled eyelid. Oh, leap line, jump. Okay. I could call him Jump. Yeah, I'll stick with Leap. Leap, Jump. Let's see. We have anything going on this one? Take a good look. Nothing there I can see. Got a nice big old. It's like a part of a die dent, a die break, starting underneath the BE of Liberty. Make envelopes on a high-speed machine. Well, there you go. Something to do. Here's Go Wi-Fi. This is going to be one of those. So I'll hold it out as well. What double eyelid you talking about, Krusty Coin? You talking about the second or the first one that I've been pulling out? Or both? And here's coin number 49. Last two coins in the roll. This is the first of those two. Goes to Malcolm. And we don't have anything here. Nothing there. And on to the very last coin in the roll. Let's go to Stephen A. Let's see what Stephen A has here. Well, unfortunately, not much of anything. All right. Well, that's what I've got, boys and girls, for right now. I'm going to take off here, and I will be back in about 10 minutes with the next show. The next show will be, the next one. Let's see, what is it that I have here? Seattle Branch Fed Reserve Bank. And this is a 1959 D roll. That's what it looks like we have next. I think that's what's next. All right, let me get out one of our doubled eyelids here and let Krusty Coin take a good look at it. I think this is one of them. No, this is not one of them. Problem is I didn't keep them separated when I set them down, so I have a little bit harder time finding them. Let's see, here's coin number 47 again. No, this isn't one of them either. Let's see, here's number 45. Let's see if 45 was one of them. Okay, yeah, that's a double eyelid right there, Krusty. See where there's a little hump out in front of the eye and it parallels the direction of the eyelid? Sometimes you'll get doubling. It's really, really minor right in the middle, and you'll see it as a doubled eyelid. And that's what that is. Now that thing going to the southeast from the eyelid is a die scratch. The eyelid I'm talking about is just to the left of that die scratch. Alright, that's what that is. So I'm just going to pick up all the die varieties that I've pushed aside in this roll and go through them once with everyone, calling out numbers. And here we go. We've got 45, 47, 31, 30, 22, 1, 38, 33, 32, 24, 2, 3, 6, 4, 5, and 19. Those are all of the die varieties in this particular roll, or all the ones I've pulled out. And that is that for now. I appreciate it. We'll be back in just a few minutes with this 1959 D roll. I'll see you then.